Yeah, so as I thought, there's nothing round here because this path is actually taking me away from the mines. That's me where that circle is, and the mines are further over there, I think, where all those lumps are on the horizon there. So I'm going to head back down this path and take that other path that went off in a different direction. So I'll bring you back in if I find anything later on. Cheers, see you in a bit. Ew. A big furry caterpillar. I think it's a dead one though. Looks like its head's been squashed. So there's evidence of a building there, but again it's through all this gorse and bramble, so I'm probably not going to get to that easily, if at all, because there may be hidden shafts in this lot as well that I don't want to end up falling down. It just wouldn't make my day really. So I'll continue along, see if there's any footpath anywhere, but it's looking like that few series of shafts I wanted to get to, I'm not going to be able to get to. Oh well. Right, let's see what's along here then, because where we're heading here now is back out towards Wheel Herman. It is a Herman, I've just looked at it on the map, it's called Herman Hill, so the mine will be called Wheel Herman. So we're heading back out towards Wheel Herman, and hopefully we'll be able to look down at the stoping, and then the route back I'm going to take, I think, is the old miners tramway that used to run up the valley, and there's a bit more stuff along there. It's listed as adits and things. I might be able to find a few more, and then other than that then it's back along the way I came in originally, up the coastal path over to Cape Cornwall. Coast path. Ah, you see, look, there's a bit of a path here, there's some walls and stuff here, so this may be something. It's always worthwhile looking for a path. Whether it is actually anything that you want to be interested in is a different matter. Right, I think what I have come across here is a boundary fence. That's what I've come across. Yeah, the buildings are over there, I can't get to them. So no luck for the shafts around here. Okie doke. Although it looks really populated on the OS maps, in reality it's not, basically, because everything's now either grown over, covered over, backfilled, and there's only a few left that are still accessible. Let's go to the edge of this here and have a quick look over. Oh yeah, that's the view. So that's the path I was on before, the bottom one there, and then I came back up here. The path that it said was closed is that one that continues on down over that way, but it's shut now because of land slippage. What I should have done when I originally came along the path was gone along this top path here, and that would have cut all that out. Anyway, not to worry. Almost like that lovely peaceful cove, and then we'll head off on the top path. Right, I'm going to stick you on hyperlapse now until I find something more interesting. Okay, see you in a bit. Now I was just wandering along there, chuntering away to myself, thinking that the video was on hyperlapse, and it wasn't, it was on video. Oh, what a knob. Anyway, so there is some waste rock piles there. I can see a little yellow sign there that says shaft, but again, there's no way through this lot. It's all thick gorse and bramble. I'd get torn to shreds trying to get over there. But interestingly enough, I came down that footpath right on the other side of the valley there, where the three shafts are and the big one next to it. But look over there, you've got spoil-heaps, and then there's like a big long rift going along the side of the valley, and I think that was a surface cut where they've dug pits down into the actual tin veins and looking for tin, and that's why there's sporadic spoil-heaps going along the edge of the cliff there. If that is what I think it is, that's very old tin workings, very old. Could be going back 700 years, maybe 800 years, possibly. But then again, I might be wrong. It might have just been something else. It could have just been stone for walling they were digging out. But usually when they did stone for walling, it was a quarry that they put in. Anyway, oh, here we go. There's another one that says mine shaft there. I think it's this lumpy object in front of us here. See if I can get through to that one. Nope, again, it's all bramble, but I think that's the shaft there. And that might be one there as well. So there's one or two round here. Oh yeah, I can see the signs going all the way down there. Now that must be the top of Wheel Ermine. So that must be the open cuts at the top, because Ben did say there is a way through the mine. You go in at the bottom and you can work your way up on ropes and come out the top. So that must be where you come out there now, but there's obviously no footpath to it from here. Yeah, I can see more cuttings here in front of me. So definitely stuff there. Not sure where this path is taking me. The maps seem to be a little bit wrong, and where there are paths there don't seem to be paths, and where the paths are that I'm on are not on the OS map. So a bit of a strange one. You know, OS maps are OS maps, they're not always dead on. Another spoil-heap pile there. Okay, I'm going to shut you off again now and find out whereabouts I'm going. I'll bring you back in a bit when I find something else. See you soon. So basically I'm on the right path. I've just checked on the map. This thing goes up into the valley and then loops back on itself and comes back underneath those mines we've just been looking at a few minutes ago. So I'll stay on this path, carry on, keep going, and I'll bring you back in when I get a bit further down the valley and I'll spot something else again. So this path I'm on now is either an old miner's trackway or it's an old miner's tramway, because it heads straight down towards Wheel Ermine, and we've got here mine shaft, it says there. I can see an hole going down. Looks quite possibly open, but steep drop off there and I'm going to end up down in the hole if I went any further. So let's carry on. There is marked on the map some adits down here, but if they're accessible or not is a different matter. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this was a tramway now. It's looking a bit too rough, and you know, it's big boulders in the way. So I suspect this was just a miner's trackway that took them down to Wheel Ermine. From up in the small settlement up there, there's like a bit of a grouping of houses. I don't think you class it as a village, but it is a settlement sort of thing. You see this a lot as well, what looks like dead growth all alongside. It's actually snowdrops. I think it's the snowdrops dying off, but why it's killing everything else along with it, I'm not quite sure. Unless somebody's been along with weed killer or something and sprayed it all. It's a bit weird, why would they do that? Unless it's a nuisance plant or something, but they just look like snowdrops. Don't look like anything nuisance to me. Right, I'm going to shut you back off because I'm rambling, so I'll see you shortly. Right, so earlier on I was talking about that rift that seems to head across the valley. There's definitely something there, but if you look across there, you'll see that spoil leap going up in a diagonal towards those walls. It looks like there may be something there that's cut away, possibly a shaft or it might just be a land slippage, but there doesn't appear to be a land slippage in front of it. So I think that may be like a pit or a shaft there. You've definitely got some walling up there as well, and there is what looks like an old tramway going along that way. Now the path I'm going back on heads up to it, so maybe I might be able to walk along that and get to it. It's a possibility, I don't know yet until I get back over there. Anyway, there was no luck finding these adits that were listed on the map along here. There's some stuff up there, I think, which I was looking at from the other side, which I couldn't get to. There doesn't seem to be anything up there. Right, let's continue on then. Right, what I'm studying here, I think, is an old water raceway elite, and if you follow it, it heads along the side of the valley and it heads down that way. It may have been feeding that mill I found, that, you know, the water wheel down in the valley down there before, or it could have been something else, but it definitely looks like it was either a water leak or a tramway, this, because it's got the built up earthen bank on one side. Normally they did that when it was a water leak and it was to keep the water on track. This actually seems to be going downhill this way, so they may have been draining water from up there somewhere and sending it down this way, back down the valley. But it's unusual to take it a long way like this, because normally they would just dump it straight into the river, which is a bit of a weird one. So I'm hoping this path goes to a little bridge I saw before that crosses the stream just up here. If it isn't, I've got to walk back to the bridge down there. But anyway, it's all the fun of the day out in it. So. Still no joy with them adits. Oh well, not to worry. Here's that run of stuff going along here. And there's the walls up there, spoil leaps up there, more wall in there. There's definitely something going on up there, just not sure what. Okay, catch you in a bit. Just noticed this here. That might be one of the adits I could see from over the road when I first got down the valley. Fortunately there's no path up to it, or it could just be a collapse of the hillside, but it does look like it undercuts and goes in. Anyway, I think I was correct. I think this is taking me to that little bridge. Yes, here's a stream and the bridge should be here. Yep, there we go. And there's that little hidden adit we saw before behind that tree. Right, bit of a walk up here and then I'll catch my footpath back uphill. I'll bring you back in a bit if I can get to those other workings. Another government spy plane looking for me. Wrong direction, suckers. Just a little tidbit after I've signed off of the golf course, big mansion house, and look at this view. Cape Cornwall. And then a film crew with an ice cream van. I'll just give you one final view. I'm about to end this video now. Anyway, still on a spoil leap, roughly about where we started from. A bit of a pit there, I think somebody's been digging for minerals. And of course, there's them beautiful stone lined shafts, 4 of them in a line there. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, you've been listening to me, Daggers the Miner, from Viking Exploration. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you like what you've watched. If you stayed all the way through to the end, thank you very much. You can find me on Instagram as Daggers the Miner, and you can find me on YouTube as @Viking Exploration 60. That's about it. Hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and explore yourself. Have a great time. Stay safe. I'll see you all again soon. Bye now.